What up, Guan peeps? What up, Guan? It's a new day, it's a new week, and this is food prep week 3. It's Christmas night, and you know what that means.
Do it for the love, and not do it for the likes. Make them know success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, and not do it for the likes. Enough of them love light, that's alright. Sit down on the post.
So, first off, I'd like to say, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure you click the alarm bell. And incidentally, I've got some new subscribers, so thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And there's a couple of YouTubers in there as well that are actually on weight loss journeys as well. I haven't got their details to hand, but when I find it, I will actually, because I wrote it down actually, but I haven't got my notes with me. So when I find it, I'm going to shout them out, because as a small YouTuber, it's difficult to link other people, but I will shout them out. Okay, so here's what I'm going to be food prepping today. I'm going to make, drum roll please, a coconut curry lentil dal. So it's an Indian dish. Well, it's loosely based on a dal, but haven't had green lentils in a long time, and this is actually an experiment for me. Again, this recipe came from the oh god, the Happy Pair, and they're vegan twins and they're Irish, and they do a lot of hearty recipes, and I wanted something hearty because it's cold. I'm also going to make a tofu dish. I'm going to do tofu, just tofu, marinated tofu, bake it in the oven with some baby roast potatoes and some veg, and maybe some quinoa, but seasoned quinoa with some mixed vegetables in it, I think. And I'm going to make a kale salad because I want it all to last me for the whole week, apart from Junk Food Friday. And even that I'm debating, because I only lost 1.25 pounds last week, which is quite disturbing, of all the exercises, because I only just started. I don't even think I did any exercise in week 1, apart from a little bit of walking. But week 2 I really amped up the actual exercise, and I'm a little tiny bit disappointed, but I can feel the difference. So I don't know whether, that's why I hate scales, but I don't know whether that's because I lost a lot of weight in Jamaica. But anyway, peeps, that's my first dish. So come with me, peeps, come with me. What a grand, peeps, I'm back. And my next recipe, I'm playing about with the zoom here, is marinated tofu. Now, if you don't know, most of the major supermarkets do this tofu. This one, I believe, is a firm tofu. I'm going to use 2 of these. And it's going to be kind of like a Chinese style. I'm going to have it with some of the rice, because I cooked the whole packet, apparently. Actually, I cooked the whole packet of rice that I've got there in the rice cooker. Here you go. I've turned it off now. That looks scrummy, and this rice cooker makes it perfect, and it's a really cheap one as well. I'll do a review on that as well. I've got so much stuff to do reviews on, but it's terrible. But anyway, so what I'm going to have with it is I'm going to just roast these potatoes. So I'm going to fling everything in the oven, roast these potatoes. I've already got my rice that's going with my coconut lentil dal. And I'm going to do a kale salad, so I'm going to use this whole packet. And it's already prepared, but I'm still going to give it a good old wash. What up, Guan peeps, I'm finally back. And this is the result of my food prep, I should say. I've forgotten to show you this one, actually. It's the kale. All I added was black pepper, salt, all-purpose seasoning, and some agave nectar. But you could do maple syrup. And I squeezed lime on it because I forgot that I haven't got any lemons. But you can use lime as well, it's not a problem. And then you leave it to sit for a while for the actual kale to wilt. Then you add all the rest of your ingredients. So I've got in there onions, sweet peppers, green and yellow. I've got diced up carrot, I've got onion, and I've got plum tomatoes in there. Because I want vegetables that are going to last, and they're not going to actually leak out in water and spoil the actual kale. So yeah, so I'm going to add it to my tofu, and that is the actual dal, and there it is with the rice, and it made an awful lot, so I've got more dal than I've got rice. But it's fantastic and I love it. And then there is the actual tofu with roast potatoes, a tiny button roast potatoes, and some more of the rice. And then to that I'll just add my kale salad. So I'm going to have that one now because I've started munching it already, and even though it's cooled down now, it actually tastes really nice with the actual sweet chilies on it. It's lovely. So that is my food prep for the week. If you've got any suggestions, comments, leave them down below. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back later. Speak to you soon, guys. Bye. What's up, going, peeps? What's up, going? It's Monday. It's the day after the second cold snap, and I'm going to the Ideal Home exhibition. Can you believe that? It's freezing. What's up, I've actually got to the Ideal Home exhibition. I'm just waiting for my girlfriend. It is so cold. It's so cold, but have a look at this. This is one of the entrances. I didn't realise, but there's 3 bloody entrances. So I've got to this one where the pre-tickets are, but I don't know where the other entrance is, and I don't know where my girlfriend is, because there's 3 entrances. So I told her my battery's died on my phone, but I've told her that I'm at the one where the green sign with the actual Ideal Home Show sign is, so she shouldn't miss it because it's the only big sign here. Anyway, I'm gonna stand around, wait for her, and then we can go in and see what's going on. Speak to you later, peeps. So I finally got there, and I've got my mate Jane with me. Say hello, Jane.
Hi. We're here.
She used to live in the same place I did, but she's abandoned me. So we're meeting up in London. So let's see what's going on. What I go on, peeps, what I go on. I thought I'd show you what I actually got at the Ideal Home Show, or us golden oldies like to call it the Ideal Home Exhibition, but they now call it the Ideal Home Show. As you know from my previous clip, I went. I'm going to do a full video on it because some of it was actually quite funny. So, but let's show you what I've got. So the first item I bought, and it was like seconds as I moved in there. I'm such a gullible person, but it's actually a really good buy. It's called Ruby Cosmetics. There's the bag it came in, and it's actually perfect, picture perfect brows, semi-permanent eyebrow makeup. It's not semi-permanent, it rubs off when you wash it off, but I don't know what do you class as semi-permanent? I don't know. But the kit actually comes with its own brush, the powder itself, and that's meant to last 200 and odd times. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's meant to last for a long time. And it also comes with these stencils, which was really handy. And I'm going to insert a clip to show you in a moment what exactly it did and what they did to me at the home show was maybe buy it.
Just flip the stencil over to do the other side.
Okay.
So because you've got the little template, look in the mirror so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Just take it, holding it up, hold it over your eyebrow, and powder it.
Oh, so you don't even need anything. It's just what you've done already. It's just lining it up.
Yeah, the template just does all the hard work for you. Have a look.
Oh wow.
Just gives you that perfect shape. Like I say, once that's on,
I'm impressed.
it'll stay on all day. Let me just put a tiny bit more on the other side.
Okay.
So if you do want it darker, you just use more. If you want it more natural, just use a bit less. We also have kits in our kit, 3 stencils, they're natural and thick. You get your powder, there's 700 applications. Wow, look how good that looks.
Oh, that's made a huge difference, isn't it?
It looks really nice actually.
Wow. But as an incentive for actually buying the powder, they gave you a eyeshadow kit, and there was a choice of the brown eyeshadow kit or a silver one. I picked that one, and I also got that free with it as well, and it's a beautiful colour, isn't it? All of this is actually vegan and cruelty free, because they say it's I mean, it's all well and good changing what you put inside your body, it's what you put on your body as well. So I am kind of slowly replacing stuff. I'm not necessarily throwing stuff out, but I am slowly replacing stuff. So, yeah, I'll just go for vegan, cruelty-free products rather than going for products that I used to buy. So, yeah, so that is the only one that is not vegan. That's actually got beeswax in it apparently, but you know, hey ho, give it to somebody, or I don't want to be a hypocrite, I'll use it because I love the colour. Do you know what I mean? So there you go. So that was my first item. Okay, so this is my second item, and it was a set of knives, because I needed a decent set of knives, and it just so happened this company is called the Swiss Club. Apparently it's quite a good make, and they had this in pure white or pure black. I think they had it in pure red. But I like the multicoloured one. Can you believe that? And it comes with 5 knives, a sharpener, a pair of kitchen scissors, and a stand. And the stand, you can just twirl it around like that. And also, they actually fan out as well. Isn't that good? And I'm going to insert a clip just to show you how much they really do cost. And what they say about the knife. So check out this clip here. So what is it you're doing for 20 quid then?
£20, you've got the knife set like that.
Oh yeah?
Whole knife set, or you've got the 2 sharpeners.
What do you mean the knife? What, this whole knife set?
With the stand.
With the stand? For 20 quid? Okay.
You get 5 knives, you get a sharpener, and you get the scissors.
Wow, I'm impressed. Yeah. And these are what? What are these?
These are sharpeners.
Okay.
You've got the 2 different types. You've got the gardening one and you've got the kitchen one.
Okay.
2 for the £20.
I'm coming back for one of them. Oh no. See, I've been walking around doing this, spending all day. It's ridiculous. Isn't that impressive, peeps? 20 quid. I might come back for one of them. Honestly. Come here. Come here. The last item, I only bought 3 items because I didn't want to go crazy because I got to carry this stuff home. I was in London, I had to go all the way to Margate. But the last item which Jane kindly bought for me, my friend who came with me, was this 2-pocketed bomb bag. And it's stretchy, it's elasticated. I've got the camera in my hand, so. But it's all elasticated. It's fantastic. And this pocket, this is the bigger one, I put in here my big Michael Kors purse. It's a huge purse. I put in there my Galaxy Note phone. I put in there my camera. And in that one, I put in my keys. And I put something else in there. I can't remember what. I think it was lip balm or something. And some chewing gum. And I'll tell you what, I just clapped it around my waist. And it's so stretchy, it will fit absolutely anybody. It fits anybody. It's fantastic. They had it in so many different colours as well. But I'm going to show you exactly what it can fit in there and what it's useful for, because just cycling alone and putting it around there, I don't have to carry a bag anymore because I can just put everything in that bomb bag and go. Because although it looks small, it really is stretchy. It really does stretch. So I'll show you what it does anyway. This is the demonstration I had when we were going.
They're your wallet. Because when you're patrolling, you can't carry anything, and you have to have your
that's
notebook.
useful when I'm on my bike.
Yes.
How much are they? Oh, that's.
This is £10. You get 2 for 18.
Oh, it's like a little bomb bag. But my problem is, I'm a big girl.
Yeah, it's okay.
Now, is it going to fit around me?
You can make it big and make it small.
Is it elasticated?
It's
Okay.
Because I need that for under my uniform.
See, that's
Put my
useful.
radio on.
Yeah.
So get 2.
Or even your big bottle is also can fix.
Huh? No.
You can carry here.
I'm gonna get one because I need it for work. Because if I haven't got any pockets in your suits, you need to still carry your pen, your phone, and everything else.
I do like that. I hope you enjoyed that. I could have gone crazy because there was a lot more items that I could have bought that I just thought I can't carry it home. It's too much. But in particular, there was these candlesticks, and they were only going for £10. If you can get down there and you're into that kind of stuff, please get down there because they're doing a lot of discounted stuff. I was even tempted to look at the Vitamix blenders, but I know they're in the £400, £500 range, so there's no chance in hell. But let me insert a clip of the actual candlesticks as well, or maybe not. You can see it on the full version of my visit to the home. I'm going to do a full version because it was quite a lot of it, and well, not quite a lot of it, but there were some funny bits in there, and there's bits in there that I thought were quite interesting, and I actually recorded it. I spent the afternoon recording, so you can see it on my full version of it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. And all these products, apart from that really, apart from the eyebrow stuff, it just makes you look good, doesn't it? It makes you feel good, makes you look good. But the knives, is a fantastic find. I mean, look, this is a chopper. Look at the size of these knives. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. They're such a fantastic find. 20 quid. 20 quid from 89. And if you go on Amazon, I went looking for them on Amazon just out of argument's sake, and they were doing them on Amazon for 80 quid. So 20 quid is a bargain. If you can get there and get them, go and get them because they're fantastic. They're in the homeware department upstairs. Or I don't know if they turn it around, but I'm assuming they stay in the same place for the whole time. But yeah, homeware in the same department, and it's fantastic. Look at that. It swivels. There you go. So yeah, impressive stuff. And very innovative as well. Anyway, I'm gone, peeps. More later. What's up, on, peeps? It's Thursday. I haven't done much recording. I went to the Ideal Home exhibition. That knackered me out, so I had a rest on Tuesday. I did a lot of walking. And do you know what? My battery died, so I couldn't even record it. But I'm actually on my bike ride, and it's Thursday. I've done 6 miles. But do you know what I've noticed? It is actually warmer today. Even though it's grey, it's warmer today. But do you know what I've noticed? I'm going to show you. It looks like, peeps, we're coming into the summer season because they started building the huts back on the beach. So those wasn't there yesterday. So that one's usually, that stripy one there with the blue and yellow stripes is usually for deck chairs. And I think that one there as well. And that's the bungee jump trampoline there, and he charges for that. And over there they're beginning to build the bar as well. There's usually a bar ice cream stand where you can buy hot dogs and burgers as well. And there's another stand over there, I'm not sure what that's for. What's up, on, peeps? It's Friday, it's weighing day. So I'm going to step on these scales, so if the camera wobbles a little bit, please forgive me. Just stepping on now. So it's 7:11. So what was I last time? I was 7:12 3/4. So it's almost £2. Can't grumble. I'll be back, peeps. What I go on, peeps? What I go on? It's Junk Food Friday. I weighed myself this morning, and it's mileage reward. I don't necessarily. I call it Junk Food Friday, but it's in actual fact most of the time quite healthy stuff that I like to make as a treat. And today's treat is going to be samosas. I'm going to make them myself. I love samosas. One of my best friend's mum used to make them for me, and I used to put them in the freezer. She used to make me a whole batch load. And completely vegan. Really simple ingredients. I've got shop bought phyllo pastry sheets. I've got potatoes, which I'm going to chop up. I've got green peas that I'm going to mash up with the potatoes once they're boiled. A little bit of oil just to bind it together and to actually coat the phyllo. And the seasonings I'm going to use is black pepper, a little bit of cumin. I've got garlic granules, but you can use a couple of cloves of garlic. I'm just being lazy, really. And salt and a little bit of curry powder to colour the potato. And that's it. And today I'm going to test out my brand new air fryer. This recipe you can bake it in the oven or you can fry it, but I thought I'm going to test out my air fryer today. It's brand new. I'm going to have to check out how much I paid for it. I think it was £59, but I'm going to double check that. It's a tower one. It's got all the instructions with it, and I'm going to do a thorough review on it because I've used it a couple of times. Chips come out fantastic. It's like eating McDonald's chips, if I can remember what McDonald's chips taste like, but they taste like fries that you'd get from a McDonald's or one of those outlets, and it's really nice. I also tried some vegan burgers in there. And vegan burgers are vegan burgers. There was ones from Morrison's. I did my condiments. I had some gherkins and a big sliced tomato and a few onions, and yeah, it was alright. But that was last week's Junk Food Friday, but I just didn't record. But anyway, we're going to test that out, but we're going to make this recipe at the same time. So come with me, peeps. What I go on, peeps? Okay, I'm back. So I've got my boiled potatoes and my peas, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash them and before I do that though, I'm going to add my seasoning and then mash it all together. So I'm going to add the equivalent of a teaspoon of cumin, pepper to taste. I like lots of pepper. I'm not going to put any hot pepper in there this one because I want to see what it tastes like without the pepper. So I'm shaking. I've got one of those ones that's got one of those, so it takes a while for the pepper to come out because it's kind of like coarse ground. So that's that. I'm going to add some garlic. You should add enough garlic, maybe 2 garlic cloves. And I've added a little bit of oil already. And last but not least, you should add 2 teaspoons of, or the equivalent of 2 teaspoons of curry powder or turmeric. I'm using curry powder. I have got turmeric, but I can't be bothered. So I'm going to mix that in and I'm going to mash it with my potato masher. And then you'll see it when I come back, okay? Okay, I'm back, peeps. So I've mashed it up, but I like it quite coarse. So I've done it quite coarse. But I'm going to show you how I do one and then do the rest because there's a whole load here to do. So I'm going to bake some. I've decided because there's so much and I don't want to waste the phyllo. I'm going to bake some as well as doing some in the air fryer and see what the difference is. And just keep filling it up until I run out of filling or run out of phyllo. But that tastes absolutely wonderful. What I do is I always taste test everything. Taste the filling, taste it. My one needed a little bit of salt, so I did a little bit of salt. Didn't want any pepper, but the curry powder is enough. It gives it a little bit of a kick. But you can add peppers if you want, like chili peppers to it. I didn't want it this time, but I will try it next time maybe. But I'm hungry, so I want to get these on because it only takes about 10-15 minutes in the oven, but you have to keep an eye on them depending on your oven. So let's get cooking. I'm going to try this out right now. So like I said, I'm going to show you one. So I've put a little bit in there. I didn't put too much because I want it to overflow. I'm forgetting already to actually put a little bit of oil to seal it because I don't want it falling apart. So you put a little bit of oil to seal it. I've got a little bit of oil here. Just to seal it. And then I'm doing this with my hand, so please forgive me. You're doing it in a triangle shape, so it's triangle to there. Then you fold it that way. Can you see what I'm doing there? And then, just to make sure that it stays, I mean, I might not put a lot of enough filling in there, but that's enough for me. By the time you squash it down, there you go. By the time you squash it down, and they're quite big as well. So I'm going to put a little bit tiny more filling because I'm experimenting. This is a first for me, but that filling tastes fantastic. So I'm going to try that one. Put one with less filling in the actual air fryer just to test it because I don't want the filling going all over the place. But I don't mind that in the oven. So when I get back, peeps, I'll show you the finished product. Speak to you later, peeps. What's up, peeps? So I'm going to put 2 of them in the air fryer to test it how it does in the air fryer because I've tried chips, I've tried burgers. That's the run of the mill, isn't it? But this is like phyllo pastry, and apparently you can make cakes, muffins, everything in here, and you can put your own actual dishes, like your plates and stuff in there. Like for example, like small muffin tins you can put in there and everything else. And this is quite big. So let's try these and see how they come out. I'll be back, peeps. What I want, peeps, what I want. I actually finally finished all the phyllo pastry. But what I did was I doubled up on it. So I did 2 sheets per samosa. So these are the ones that came out of the air fryer. And these are the ones that were baked in the oven. And you know what? The ones that were in the air fryer, they cooked quicker. And they came out nicer. But the filling is exactly the same. It's just that for some reason, these ones are a little bit more... What's the word? Not runny, but a little bit more porous. They're a little bit more, they haven't got as much crunch. Maybe it's the crunch I like, but it hasn't got much crunch. I'll show you what I mean. Look, I'm going to give it a crunch. Look at that. And I'll tell you what, that filling you could have as a mash by itself. It tastes that good. I'm going to have to stop myself. I'm going to have to put some in the freezer and quickly before I eat the whole lot because they taste That filling is so good. I think in hindsight, I should have done a kick, just a little kick of pepper, but they don't need it really. It's just if you're a pepper person, then it might need a kick. But I tell you what, that filling is fantastic. You got to try it, and it's dead easy. Just go out the road and buy yourself some Just Roll or some phyllo pastry. I've got puff pastry as well, and next time I'll show you how I make my pizza. But it's in the freezer. I just take it out when I need it. And yeah, so the air fryer did a better job, I think, than the oven. So that's my verdict, peeps. And these, it's an experiment. It's the first time I'm trying it. I had the phyllo pastry. It's fantastic. I'll be doing a lot more with the air fryer because apparently it makes cakes and all sorts of nonsense. But yeah, that's my Junk Food Friday. And my verdict is a serious thumbs up for the air fryer because it's a huge difference. Can you see the difference? How crispy that is. And then there you go. Fantastic. Check you later, peeps.
I know everybody I go like we, still we irie. Come in all love likes, in a dancehall style. I know everybody I go like